Hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Today I got in a lock. Well, I actually got in two locks, but one of them is this little 30mm disc detainer lock. And I like messing around with disc detainers. As you can see, it's locked. The problem is you cannot use one of these tools on it. See how tiny that little hole is? Even the thing won't fit in there. So I've always wondered what I would do if I ran into a disc detainer that I couldn't use one of those tools on. This is from that credit card pick set that Easy Picking sent to me. Well, dude, I'm going to keep messing the way you say your name probably forever. But I took this tension wrench and I ground this end of it down and gave myself a little bit more relief right there to clear the body of the lock. And I'm trying to put it on the first disc up here, which is usually what you tension off of. But if you get it just right, it'll fit in there and tension that disc. There we go. And then for a pick tool, I tried to make one out of a bobby pin, but it was too flimsy, so I took a piece of coat hanger. And I bent it at 90 degrees and then ground down the tip to very little. And there's not a whole lot of room in here when you do this, but just a little while ago I picked this guy open. And naturally, you know, we're on camera. Oh, I think I got him. Nope. I just twisted my tension wrench off is all I did. And like any of these cheap disc detainers, you can probably pry this little ring right here off with a screwdriver and get into it. But I wanted non-destructive entry. There we go, I got him in there. Tension just right. That's kind of the trick on this one, is getting that tension wrench in there and keeping him in there while you're getting this little pick tool in there. I really can't go back and forth like the other one. I can really only go one way, so I turn on my disc clockwise, and as with most of these disc detainers, this one you only have 3 elements that you've got to maneuver. So if you would think of it like a pin tumbler, it's really only like a 3-pin lock. But these things can be challenging. The small ones can be really challenging because first off, you've got to find a way to tension it. Then you've got to find a way to manipulate the disc. And then you've got to be able to capture it on camera, which is the hard part. But I did open it just a little while ago, and I thought, okay, you know, this is what usually happens with me. Oh, that was easy. So why don't I get it on the camera? Yeah, and that's where the fun begins. But I'm just sitting here trying to manipulate these wafers with my little improvised tool. I'm going to try this technique on another disc detainer too, just to see if I can manipulate it. And see, the last time I thought I had a turn, it was actually me just messing up the tension wrench. Yes, not the best setup. I even tried to use the double wing, like wafer shutter thing to get in there and push on either side of that, but that first disc, but it would slip off since it's so deep in there. All right, let me reset everybody. And try this again. I need to make a better way of tensioning this. This is okay, but it's not perfect. It gets in the way of my pick tool. I can't even get him to fit in there. There we go. Got him wedged pretty well. Yeah, it's such a small keyway that by the time you get your tension wrench set up, getting your pick in there is another matter. Alright, now I got him cleared. And I'm not really trying to feel for gates or anything else. I'm just trying to move the disc. That can be a trick in itself, just moving the disc without knocking the tension wrench out. So, sometimes your biggest challenge can come from the smallest locks. In this case, this guy's a little bit tricky. Mainly because if you turn them too far, you're going to have to flip your pick over and try to get it the other way. Right now I'm stuck on something. I got it. There we go. I got it. So, that's all you need. Admittedly, it's a fairly easy little lock, you know, to get into, but not all disc detainers are easy. And if you can do that, basically find a way of tensioning. This one is one of those top of the, you know, the top disc is the tension tool. Get into the top there and get yourself an improvised thing, and you might get lucky. I got lucky. I thought it was going to take longer than that. So there you go. It's a little Liebao, whatever, top security. It would keep a lot of people out, because even if you had one of these tools, you couldn't get into this. You would have to rig up your own stuff, and who's going to do that other than me on a Saturday when I've got nothing better to do? So there you go. I hope everyone enjoyed this little improvised disc detainer picking session.